Nums. Today, the Bumble Nums are going to make Out-Of-This-World Mooncakes. But what's the secret ingredient? 1 chunk of moon cheese. The Bumble Nums are in the orchard, waiting for the moon to rise high into the sky so they can make their out-of-this-world mooncakes. Right, Grumble and Humble?
Yum!
Right, Stumble? Yum? Yum! Look, Bumble Nums! There's the moon! And it's full! It's time to get the moon cheese for your out-of-this-world mooncakes!
Yum!
Remember, Bumble Nums, we need 1 chunk of moon cheese. Go get it!
Yum, yum!
Yikes! A Bumble Jumble already? Keep trying!
Yum, 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 yum.
Yum! 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 Oh no! The moon is just too far away!
Yum!
Yum yum!
What have you got there, Humble?
Yum 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 yum!
It looks like leftovers.
Yum! Yum!
It's a piece of leftover Starlight Soufflé made from 3 bright, shiny shooting stars.
Yum!
3, 2, 1, blast off! You made it to the moon! That's 1 small step for Bumble Nums, 1 giant leap for Bumble Num kind.
Yum! Yum!
Yum!
Now go get that chunk of moon cheese!
Yum! 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 Yum!
1! You did it! Now that you have that 1 chunk of moon cheese, it's time to get back to the Bumble Nums kitchen.
Yum!
But how are you going to get back home? You ate all the Starlight Soufflé leftovers.
Yum, yum. 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 Yum! Yum!
Whoa! You're taking a Bumble tumble through space! Hope you find a soft landing. Great water landing, Bumble Nums! Now let's get that moon cheese back to the Bumble Nums kitchen. Stellar job, Bumble Nums! Do you have the 1 chunk of moon cheese?
Yum!
Cheesy! Now that we have the secret ingredient to make our out-of-this-world mooncakes, it's time for the cooking countdown! 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, done it again. How do they taste, Bumble Nums?
Yum.
Yum, yum, yum.
Yum, 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 yum. Is it out of this world?
Yeah!